Hello, everybody. Oh, I forgot to send out a telegram, guys, but I did post it on my page. I can't believe I did that. See, our time starts at 9:45. We've still got about a minute here. Let me see if I can turn you just a little bit more there. Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness. Hey, Marilyn, how are you doing? We're going to start here in about a minute. Give Tracy time to throw me over to Craft Around the Clock. Got my trash can here. Hey, Margaret. Oh, gosh, my arm's hurting. Hey, Carol Ann. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Hope. Guys, I haven't been on much lately, but it's going to get better because starting next week, we'll just have Griffin Tuesday and Thursday. And Declan started to his little preschool back today, so he'll get ready for kindergarten this fall. They're going to get him caught up from being gone. Gosh, he's been off about a month, so he needs to catch up. Hey, Dawn. Hey, Darlene. Hey, Crystal. Okay, guys, it's 9:45, and Tracy will put us over on Craft Around the Clock here in just a second. I picked this up at a thrift store, and it's just this really ugly, tacky gold. Oh, good, Margaret. And I talked to Shar. Of course, you guys know I go to Shar for everything. Oh, goodness, Marilyn. We'll keep you in our prayers. Thank you, Tracy. But I couldn't decide what color to paint this. And I decided to go ahead and paint it black. And I know that sounds weird, but we're going to use some Spanish copper rub and buff on it to bring out the design, because it has a really pretty design all over it. And I've washed it as best as I can. Hey, Barbara. Hey, Sue. Hey, Lisa. So I've already painted the bottom of it, and it has these little felt pads on them. And I'm going to leave these little felt pads on because I'm going to find me some little legs and put on this so that it'll stand up a little bit. I've got some of those little those little candle holders, but I have the small ones. So I'm going to go to Hobby Lobby and get some of the bigger ones and put this on them. But we're going to go ahead and put another coat of black on here. Hey, Shar. There's my Shar. And we're going to go ahead and paint this up. And I'm going to go ahead and not get on my felt pads here. I'm going to go right up to them, because I'm going to paint those little candle holders when I get them, because mine were just too small. They were just too, this thing's really heavy, real heavy. Hey, Stacy French, I'm so glad to see you back on here. I completely understand why you took a break, but we're glad that you're back. Hey, Amanda, it is a nice little dish. Oh, goodness, Catherine. I completely understand that. We're going to go ahead and do the bottom here. And I am going to go ahead and just kind of tap a little bit of this black on the bottom here so that I don't get it all over my mat here. I had a black mat on here, and you couldn't have seen it if I was trying to do it. So I switched it out real quick. Let's go ahead and just tap it on and dry it, and then we'll start going up the sides. We got 45 minutes, guys. I hope I can make this last. If not, I'll show you a couple of things that I'm getting ready to do. I'm trying to do some of my stuff that I have bought. Oh, let me tell you, Barbara, Brad came and picked up Griffin today. He came through Oklahoma our way to get here and then go on to Fort Smith, but he said Declan walked in the place like he knew everybody and like he owned it. Declan has no fear of strangers. He will walk in and be your best friend. So he did really good. He really needs that structure. Okay, let's go ahead and dry that bottom. Whoop, let me clean off my edges here. Kind of got it puddled up just a little bit. And let me straighten out my strokes here. I want to go one way here. You just woke up from a nap, Dawn? Guys, I got to keep my arm down. It just hurts. Hey, Ellen. I've got a pinched nerve in my shoulder and it just really hurts. I haven't done much today to make it hurt either. Hey, Becky. Let's go ahead and dry this up. I'm going to be left-handed today. Hey, Carol. I'm going to try to start going live on my Facebook page and YouTube. But I'll upload this to YouTube so you guys go check it out too. I'm going to show you something that I thought about doing tonight, but it would take probably 2 sessions to do it. So I decided to just wait. Hey, Kefany. Let me see if I can get this dry. It's going to take a little bit to dry it. Once I get one side dry, I'll start rolling it a little bit. Andrea, I have like a pinched nerve. I don't know. It's just in my top of my shoulder. It's not like I tore my shoulder or anything like that. It is just a pinched nerve. Oh, Judy, goodness. How are you doing? The chiropractor did help a lot. And I'm probably going to have to go for one of those deep tissue massages. Fell asleep on the couch. I imagine that's what Jeff's doing right now. But we won't see Griffin until Tuesday because Lauren has her Mondays off from clinicals. She had to get recertified in Arkansas, so that's done. Brad is making arrangements to be off work on Fridays. And Brad's mom's going to be able to do one day most weeks and maybe 2 here and there. Oh, you're welcome, Valerie. I'm glad you got it. I tell you what, the mail is so slow right now. Let's just dry this as we're going. I'm having to kind of, almost like a stencil, kind of just to get in those little nooks and crannies. Let me lift this up. Let's go ahead and start drying it. I know I got that one right there good. Oh, I can't see there. You go back to the surgeon Friday? Oh, I hope you're doing good. I didn't think to ask you if you needed this ice machine or anything, Andrea. We still have it here. Hey, Michelle. Let me just pull my paint over here so I'm not having to reach across. I think that'd probably help a little bit better. Because we're also going to do the lid here too. We're going to paint all of it and then we're going to do the lid and paint it. But I really didn't like this tacky gold, and I knew I was going to do something with it. I just haven't decided till tonight what I was going to do with it. This could set on my counters because my granite is black with some gold and copper colors running through it. So this would look okay. Maybe to throw change or something in. I haven't decided if I'm going to paint the inside black. I may. Callie has her. Okay, good. Well, if you happen to need it, you know you can always send Randy over here to get it. I hadn't thought about it. I could probably get that out and put it on my shoulder right now because heat doesn't seem to be helping it. Busted left kneecap, no blood. Oh, goodness, Judy. I bet you have been in some pain. Let's just keep tapping that paint in there. Oh, my goodness. Let me wipe that up before it dries on there. These will clean up really good with some soap and water, but if I can get it up a little bit, I can not have to scrub so much. The little Griffin today, He didn't know what to do being here by himself. He played good and everything. He was really good today. Singing to all of the little kitty songs on YouTube. He thought it was just funny. Michelle, I don't know what the name of it is. We bought it 10 years ago when we built our house. We've actually had our house 10 years now. Jeff and I are, it just kind of went fast, but we bought it at a little shop over in Cookson, Oklahoma. They have, has granite, and it is a black, and it just has some gold flecks in it, and some green, and a little bit of copper in it. Oh, goodness, Barbara, I'm so sorry you had a migraine. Oops, I missed a spot here. I haven't had a migraine in years, and boy, I sure don't want one, because there for a while I was having them a lot. Let's just keep drawing. Hey, Mary Beth. No, it hurts to have it up. I just have to be able to move it a little bit. It just kind of gets like almost like a Charlie horse in it. That's the only way I can describe it, and it just really hurts. But at least my neck's not bothering me. It's just in my shoulder. Okay. I think we can kind of set that down and dry it just a little bit. Hey, Karen. If you guys would all sprinkle this out, I appreciate it. And guys, make sure you're going and joining and subscribing to my YouTube. I am trying to get it built up, and it's just taking me forever, it seems, to get to 1,000 people. And I only need about 80 now. But you guys can really help all of the crafters out that have a YouTube, help them get their pages built. I'm going to go ahead and get the edge of it while I'm going, because I really don't want to see any of that gold in here. This is one of those projects you have to turn every which way. You know, Andrea, I hadn't thought about that. I very well could have one. Boy, they sure are, Judy. Emma was almost a year old when my dad passed, and if I had not had her to keep me busy, I don't know. It'd been hard. You do, Marilyn? Oh, wow, Michelle. Isn't that crazy? Thank you, Michelle, for sprinkling out. Thank you, Wanda. I think this is going to be cute. But I am going to try to do all of the stuff that I have bought to redo. I have some drips right through here, which is okay. It just kind of painted that a little bit. Margaret, they told Lauren when she was having severe migraines, and the doctor told her to alternate her Tylenol and her Motrin every 2 hours, because she was having some severe migraines while she was in, well, actually, time for she was 4th grade. She had to have heart surgery in 3rd grade, and after that, she started having migraines. Thank you, Carol. Oh, my goodness. Let's turn that around. And I see some spots. I don't want to get my paint so thick on here, but I want to make sure that gold is covered up. Emma's taking her 3rd grade state testing today, and I asked her how it was going, and she said, Gigi, she said it was so easy. She's really above her age level in reading, so she just soaks up math and reading, and she loves it. So they've got a couple more days of state testing. And I know in Oklahoma, if you're in the 3rd grade and you don't pass reading, they hold you back. Your parent can sign you out of it, but it sure does hurt you. Lauren got her daith pierced, Barbara, and because her best friend in high school had her migraines, and that's what she did. She got her daith pierced, which is like the back part of your ear. And Lauren said when she did have a migraine after that, it wasn't nearly as severe. I'm having to use a real stiff brush here to get in those areas. You know, actually, this looks pretty good just being black. But I want to bring out the etching here. Let's go ahead and paint inside here for just a minute and give my arm a rest from holding that. I know I haven't been on very much in the last month, but hopefully things are calming down. Jeff and I will be leaving here in a couple of weeks to go to Maine, and I will be going live while we're on the road. You might hear me get on to him for driving, and then he'll get on to me for driving. Did you? And it didn't help, did it? I got a label in here, and it stuck to me. Let me get this done. Let's go ahead and dry. We're just about done with this bottom. I just had to make sure it's good and dry. Yeah, Lauren had a very severe migraine attack when they lived in Oklahoma City and she was in college, that she actually scared Haley. And Haley took her to the ER and they gave her some kind of a concoction. And within just a few minutes of whatever they gave her, it subsided. I told her I was sure glad we had insurance because it wasn't cheap. Okay, let's tip that up. Let's kind of go in here. I wiped this thing down with alcohol and soap and water, trying to get all of the grit off of it. And I think I got all of it off. It sure did take a little bit. There's Jeff. I figured you fell asleep, Jeff. We're not going to know what to do in the morning when we don't have to get up at 4 o'clock. And it was kind of odd knowing we won't see Griffin until Tuesday. We got so used to seeing him every day. But I tell you what, he loves his pop-pop, that's for sure. Okay, let me turn this around just to kind of look at it upside down to see if there's any of that gold, and I don't see any of it. So let's let that sit there and dry. Let's go ahead and just put a coat here in the side of it. I'm going to have to stand up to do this because I can't see sitting down in there. Let's go ahead and put just a coat in here. Let me kind of get my top just a little bit more there. I can see a little bit of gold come through it. I was either going to paint this black or red, one of the two. But black wore out because I didn't have any red chalk paint. I have that lacquer, and I don't like the lacquer because it doesn't feel like chalk paint. It has a different texture to it. Okay, I'm going to set this aside, let that one side there dry, because we have until 10:30. Okay, now look right here. I went ahead and I put that Spanish copper on that little knob just to see if I liked it. And I think I'm going to like the copper on it, the Spanish copper. I can go ahead and go back over it. I can't take that knob off, so I'm going to have to get me a smaller brush here to get up underneath that. Let me get a stiff brush. to get underneath that. Oh, that's a pretty good brush. Let me take that one out and set it on the lid here. Let's go ahead and take that in there. I'm just kind of wiggling my brush in there because it's got a really deep crevice right through there. And the smaller brush is doing it a little bit easier. I meant to bring my iPad out here and I didn't do it. Hey Virginia, how are you doing tonight? Let's kind of wiggle our brush all the way around. Make sure I get it all up underneath that ball there. If I would have painted this pink, I know Layla would have taken it. And if I'd have painted it purple, Emma would have taken it. Okay, let's dry that part right there just so we can get some of it dry. Hey, Amy, yes, I am late night tonight. I scheduled these a while back. And I think I've got one more coming up that's a late night, and then I'll try to do some a little bit earlier. Let's go ahead and get that in there. Oh yeah, if I'd painted it with spiderweb, Declan would have taken it because he is all Spider-Man. All Spider-Man. If you like cheesecake, you need to go watch the video I put on YouTube today. It was actually a video from last year. Tomorrow is my sister's birthday and my great niece and my great nephew and their brother and sister. But I made that cheesecake for last year and I actually put the recipe in the description so you can take a screenshot of it. And it's a really good cheesecake. It takes a little while to do it, but it's worth the wait. Okay, now I've got all of that inside there painted really good. Oh yeah, Deck's all about Spider-Man. I don't know what he's going to do when Griffin inherits some of his Spider-Man pajamas, because he has a lot of them, and you know, you hand me down all your kids. Let's just keep wiggling our brush. I'm almost going in some round circles. Some round circles. Oops, I missed a spot right there. Sometimes you don't see those spots until you start turning it. Oh, this is a little ceramic box, little trinket that I got from a thrift store. Or I could have got this from Beth Edgman up in Oklahoma City. I can't remember. And we're just going to change it because I don't like this gold. And if I didn't see your question, I do apologize. I didn't bring my iPad out here. We're going to paint it black, and then we're going to use some Spanish copper rub and buff on all the design here. Might be a good place to set my keys because I'm always losing my keys. Hey, Diane. It would be. I don't know if it's big enough for the mail we get, though. We get a ton of mail, junk mail, too. But you could set it in for the day, that's for sure. I'm just wiggling my brush to kind of get all those little edges because it does have a lot of carving in it. And these are kind of a flower with a little bit of bead on here. Oops. That looks broke. I may have to put some glue fast in there. Or some stick fast. And I just bought some new stick fast and it's in Jeff's truck. Or maybe on the bar. I didn't notice that. That is... I'll have to glue that. Maybe I can get some heavy body glue in there. I don't think I got any stick fast out here. I sure don't. I just got a new bottle of it in today from Amazon. Hey, Rita. I do appreciate you guys all going and watching my old videos because I can see them. I get notifications when you guys are watching my old ones. And I do appreciate that. Yeah, it wouldn't even hold Jeff's mail he gets from the VA. He'd have to read it every day, that's for sure. Hey, Jeff, can you bring me that stick fast? It's in that Amazon box I just got. I don't have any out here, and I think I'm going to need it for this lid because I didn't realize that it was cracked. Have I got any good templates lately? I do have a Temu order coming in. But you know, they take forever sometimes. Hopefully be here a couple of things. They're going to come in one at a time, some of them. Let's go ahead and dry that real quick. That has like a ring around the bottom of it. And, yeah, I have found some good ones. I did order, and I don't know how good they're going to be. They're going to be here hopefully in the next week before we leave. I did get some night lights that are solar powered. Because I kind of want to have something out here when I leave at night to like go across the yard. Because sometimes Gib will bark at something and then I get spooked. And I shouldn't get spooked here because I've lived here all my life. I thought I had some stick fast in here, but I don't. Oh, wait, Jeff, never mind. I see mine right here. I've got some. I've got it. I've got some. I had it put away because I don't have my lid. Yeah, usually I have my brother's key ring. I got it after he passed away. And I've got all of my keys clipped to that. And usually I keep it clipped in my purse because I don't have to have them out to start my car or even open up the door. And if I ever have to take them off or something, I forget to clip them back to that clip in my purse. I've got some little spots right there. Little spots. Hey, Crystal. There's 2 crystals. Back to back. Hey, Sheila. I think this is going to be cute. I really do. I think the gold's going to bring it out. It's going to be a real subtle gold. I said I found it. Huh? I need some ant spray over here, too. Well, hey, Diane. Well, I didn't say that. I thought I told you earlier. Okay, let me get this brush here. I'm going to try to get these globs of paint out. No, just sit it right there. I'll put it up here. I thought I still had that one over there.
Hey, everybody.
He walked it over here to me. Oh, yeah, I've done that too, and we built this house, but sometimes Emma will even get me spooked. Now, today I got Griffin. I spooked him, and he jumped. He was getting in the trash can. Okay. Now, for those of you who have been in Jeff's Encouraging Live, he is doing it Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 10 o'clock in the morning. Well, hey, Janet. Hey, Sheila. Okay, I think I've got those good and dry. This has just kind of got a gobs of paint and glue holding this, but right here, it's got a break in it. So I'm going to put some stick fast. We're going to see if that'll hold. So I got an edge right here. I'm going to put a little bit right there on that edge. And then I'm going to just kind of snake some underneath it. And hopefully it'll hold. Let's just hold that down for just a second. We still got 15 minutes. We're doing good. Oh, that is so neat, Esther. Ours is about probably 75 feet from my door to the back porch. And I have lived here all of my life. Jeff and I lived in California for a few years. And then we bought my mom and dad's place because they were getting ready to sell it when we came back. They bought some more land across the road. And I just stuck my fingers together. Okay, I'm going to need to acetate.
Okay.
No, I got my fingers stuck together. Let me see if I can get them unstuck. Well, there's some acetate fingernail polish in the bathroom. Oh. Do what?
This is only my second trip.
I know, I'm sorry. Let me see if I can get my finger. Let me get my fingers unstuck. I don't know where my debonder's at. I don't see my debonder. Oh, here it is.
Good. Bye.
Here it is. I got it.
I'm getting while the getting's good.
Yeah, you better leave. I got some debonder. I'll show you a picture of it because you guys really need to get this from Amazon. It'll sure save your skin. Just let me get mine worked apart here. Took off my fingernail polish. This is called Super Solvent for Instant Glues. It works good. Yep, got a big old oopsie right here. The alcohol probably didn't help it. Man, I really got them glued. Well, that's something to know, isn't it? It's coming. There, got it all off. It took a little bit. I'm going to leave it up here in case I do it again. And I don't see my edge. So let's go ahead and paint the inside of this black just really quick. We'll do a quick coat on it. And then we'll start doing our rub and buff. I'm going to make sure I get this painted. Where's that? The crack's way down here. There's nothing like getting your finger stuck live. Dawn, I got it off of Amazon. It's called Golden West for cryo acrylic for like super glue is what it's for. Definitely get that because it's really comes in handy. You can get it off with acetone nail polish, but mine is in the house. And that'd be Jeff's third trip, like he said. Okay, let's go ahead and get this painted real quick. Let me get that bigger brush. It sure comes in handy. Comes in handy. I'm glad I found it. You're starting your fairy garden. Ooh. I'd love to see a picture of that. Make sure you post it in our sharing group. I'd love to see that. Yeah, you really need to get some because, I mean, once you get those fingers stuck, you're either going to tear your skin off or have so much fingernail polish on it that you're going to irritate your skin. And that stuff right there really does work. And it dries fast. The glue dries fast. Okay, guys. Let's go ahead and dry this just real quick. Where did I do? Oh, the lid's in my hand. The lid's in my hand. Oh, goodness. My dad used to like to go down on the road and scare my cousins when they would spend the night. They came from California. And they were, of course, they were city boys. And my dad could scare them. It was stick fast is what it was. I use this right here, stick fast. Stick fast adhesives. Sticks really fast. You want the thick version. And then if you get it, make sure to pick up some of this, that's called super solvent for instant glues. I definitely would pick some of that up. And it's not very expensive either. Okay, that's going to be dry enough. Well, wait a minute here, darn it. I told you always see some spots when you look down. But we got a few more minutes here. We're good because it doesn't take long to put rub and buff on. Doesn't take long. Got a little bit of a glob. I like it better than super glue. I like it better than that Gorilla glue. Okay, let's let that dry right there. And I've got my rub and buff, and I'm just going to use my finger because it's the best thing to use. Yeah, it's the fast stick thick. You don't want to get the thin. Ow. You don't want to get the thin. I'm just using that to go right over the edge, and let me just show you right there. Just a little bit of color. Hey, Sonia. I don't know who the late night one is tonight. I didn't get to see that one. Sonia, do you know, or is it you? I know you do a lot of the late nights. Now that's pretty. Hey, Tony. Tony, I can meet you tomorrow sometime. I've got to go to the post office about noon. Whoop, there's a whole place right there I didn't get. I told you you'd find some spots. You always find some spots. Hey, Wanda. Let's dry that up real quick. We'll come back to that spot. We'll come back to it. And you don't want to get a whole lot on your finger because then you'll get it kind of down in the where you don't want it. And I'm just kind of letting this go up on the edges right here, just on top of that braid. This will be pretty. Hey, Diane. Okay, sounds good, Tony. If I'm any later, I'll give you a call. Okay. I really like Spanish copper. It's not too bright. It looks a little more antique-y. Let me get right along my little bottom here. I think this is going to be cute. I'll have to put something in it and just put a picture on my page here real quick. Okay, now there's what it looks like. It's real subtle. It's not very dark, or very light, I should say. But I am going to come up here on the top and put just a little bit up here on the top. Right around that edge and on top of it. Okay, now let's get this right here. We've got 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Okay. We'll start with section by section here. And I'm going to put quite a bit here on that one edge. Let's go right here. Go right there. Okay, it'll be before then, for sure. My finger's getting pretty well caked up here. Let's try a new finger. If you guys are not following Craft Around the Clock, make sure you guys all go. I've got a link in my description for Craft Around the Clock. You'll see a new crafter there every 45 minutes. And on Fridays, she always has something, a theme. A theme. I think I'm going to use a brush on the inside part of this. Man, that is really subtle. But it looks, I wish you could see this in person. It really looks pretty in person. Yeah, I'm just putting a little bit on my finger, Carol. I mean, just a little bit, not even enough to make a big glob. But I am going to use this. I'm going to just kind of dab a little on there because I can't really get my finger in there. I'm just going to rub it over. I'm going to try to get some on that little rough place there. And I need to put some here on the top. Even though I did it, I got some black on it. Okay, and there is the inside of it. Just like that. I know, I wish I would have took a picture of it before. I thought about that when I started painting it. I really should have done that, but you know what? Sometimes you just don't think of those things. Well, no, I did send a picture to Shar, but it wasn't a full picture. Okay, guys. There we go. There we go. Let me put the lid on it and let's show it to you guys. This went from that really ugly gold to something very, very pretty. I like it a whole lot better. Whole lot better. Okay. All right, guys. My time is up. Make sure you guys all go over to Craft Round the Clock. I'm sure there's going to be a late night crafter and you sure don't want to miss it. Have a great evening, everybody. Goodbye.